Good morning, everyone. Today we are here to plan and launch the most important meeting in the history.
Of course, and for this we need very important things, which we will discuss today.
Well, the first thing to mention is that this year, as every year, the great annual meeting of affiliates will be held.
And that is why we decided to hold this meeting to plan how it is organized, as well as that this year we build something more formal in our etiquette, since we will have a special guest, Mr. Cesar Tuyup.
In case you don't know who is him, he owns half a city plush.
First and foremost, we will pick a date, time, and place.
What do you think of December 11th at 9 o'clock p.m. in the Sevilla room?
Yes, I am agree.
It is a very elegant and prestigious play, isn't it?
Of course.
It seemed perfect to me because we can put into practice my etiquette course that I will be giving the first week of December.
It sounds great. I would like to know more in details about your course, but first, we have to finish planning the agenda.
Okay, alright.
The next step is to make a list of attendants.
Alright, Carlos couldn't come, but he said I sing up for everything. Luis, who also goes, Maria, Elena, Jimena, Roger, Daniel, Frank, and Alicia say yes.
Okay. They are all signed up, but we'll still have more. I'm going to send an announcement eh, to the affiliate group of the other company.
I also think it's a great idea that they can also be assigned responsibilities.
You're correct. And finally, we have to arrange catering.
I was thinking of hearing one of the best banquet in town.
Sounds good.
Yes, and well, I will give you a tip sign. It's a great dinner. You can start eating as soon as they have served the people too close to you.
But what should a guest do if a fork or sneeze falls on the ground?
Well, leave it there.
Okay, but what are the different roles or expectations of men and women at a dinner party?
Well, Temen helped her dinner partner to sit up and also help her move her chair when she gets up. All of this I explain more details in my etiquette course.
I hope so. I look forward to that course. It must be good, isn't it? Now we will let you the indication that the directors of the meeting gave us.
First place arrive promptly for the meeting.
Then, dress is business casual, no ties or jackets required. However, no denim or shorts, please. Ladies should feel free to wear slacks.
And finally, please refrain from making or taking calls during meeting. Put all cell phones on perch on vibrate mode. If you have an urgent call, please step outside into the corridor.
That will be all for today, but we all want to hear a little what we will see in your course, Fanny. Could you tell us something about your course, please? How the idea of creating an etiquette course come about?
And well, a few months ago, I read an article. I just have it here.
Hmm. Could you read it, please?
Sure, formal dinner etiquette. It is very discourteous for a guest to be late. Arrive at least 5 minutes before the hour set for the dinner. If for some unavailable reason you cannot arrive on time, telephone the hostess and explain the reason to her. Etiquette only requires that she wait for 50 minutes before begin the meal. If it has been impossible for you to notify her and she has started the meal, go to her, offer apologize, and take your place at the table as quick as possible. Can you read the next, please?
Sure. Sitting. The hostess lets the female guests into the dining room. The host and the male guests follow. The hostess then tells her guests where to sit. She must always have the seating arrangement planned in advance in order to avoid confusion and delay. Each person stands each person stands casual behind his chair until the hostess starts to take her seat. The man helps her his dinner. The man helps his dinner partner to be sitting at and also helps move her chair as she rises. Each person moves to the left of the chair to be seated and also raises from the left.
All right, and the meal. At a small dinner party, do not start to eat until all guests are served. At a large dinner party, you may start to eat as soon as those near you have been served. Do not eat too fast, do not talk while you have food in your mouth, and keep the mouth closed while you chew your food. Elbows should not be put on the table when you are eating. However, between courses at the restaurant, if you cannot hear your companions, it is permissible to lean forward on your elbow. If silver is dropped on the floor, leave it there. If an accident happened at the table, apologize briefly to your hostess. And the hostess continued to eat as long as her guests do. When all have finished, she rises from the table and the other follow. Please, you finish this?
Yes. Reporting. If you have no dinner partner, push your chair from the table by taking hold of each seat of the seat of the chair. Don't rest your hands or arms on the table to push yourself up. It's not necessary to remain longer than 30 minutes after a dinner if the invitation does not include the entire evening. However, one should avoid appearing in the hurry to leave. Wow, it sounds really amazing, doesn't it?
And that is why I decided to take my course.
Hmm. But I have question about this.
Yeah, tell me.
If the dinner party invitation is for a night, what time should guests arrive?
And guests should arrive by 7:55 at the last.
If a guest is going to be late, what should he or she do?
He or she should telephone the hostess and explain the reason to her.
Okay, but who decides where guests should sit at the table?
Well, in this case, the hostess.
Okay. When should a guest be eating?
At a small dinner party, when all the guests are served, at a large dinner party, when those near him or her have been served.
What should a guest do if he or she spills a drink on the table?
Apologize briefly to the host.
That's right. How long should the host or hostess continue eating?
As long as as his or her guests do.
What should a guest do when the host or hostess leaves the table?
Leave the table too.
How long should guests stay after dinner is over?
Well, 30 minutes.
Okay, it sounds really interesting, without a doubt, but good for the next meeting. I follow the steps I saw in a magazine.
Could you tell me what steps are they?
Sure. Well, I see that as a planning an event. First, make a list of attendants. Pick a day, time, and place. Make a budget, assign responsibilities, plan an agenda, send out an announcement, arrange catering, and set up the room.
There are too many steps, but very good to organize an event.
Yes, and well, tell me, have you ever taken any of the spans to plan an event such as a meeting or a party?
Yes, just without having seen that article, I followed this step to organize my opening party.
Which of the activities do you think you will be the best at doing?
Well, I think I'm the best at setting up the room and assign responsibilities. And you?
I'm good at making budget and assigning responsibilities, but going back to the main event, we ask that you please be on time.
That's right, it's very rude for a guest to be late.
That will be all for today. Have a nice afternoon.
See you at the meeting.